Hello and welcome. It's Pauline from PQW and we're in episode 2 of Stars Ahoy. This is a 3-part lesson where episode 1 we strip-pieced straight onto our backing and our wadding or our batting. We used the monopoly clear thread in the bobbin and a normal grey resant on the top. We've made our 4 blocks and we've trimmed them back to be all the same size. The size doesn't matter, that's entirely up to you, whatever yours come back to. But I just wanted to show you the layout that I've chosen here. And when we're putting the triangles on the corner, this is very important to note this. I have a light and a dark on each block, so that when I lay the blocks out, I want a dark and a light running together all the way around. Okay, so you could switch them around. Like I look at the balance I've got here, I didn't put any yellow in this strip, so I've got 3 with yellow. But I could switch them around and come up with lots of different layouts. It's just whatever suits the eye. So now I've got yellow back over here, but none over here. But I've got these 2 spots running together. So it really is, it's a jumble of fabric, it's a jumble of colour, and when it all comes together, it's all going to look fabulous. So don't stress too much about this area. But now we're ready to join these together. So what we need to do is we're going to build a 3-inch sashing between here. So now take note of all the measurements I'm going to give you. Whatever the length of your blocks are, cut your strips of fabric a little bit longer. Now I'm going to start here. To start with, I'm going to cut a piece of my backing fabric, which is this blue. I'm going to cut those strips 3.5 inches wide by a bit longer than my blocks. So example, 12 inches or 12.5 inches for a 12-inch block, just to give yourself a little bit of wiggle room. So I've got them already cut out. I'm going to now join this between these blocks. I call this piece of fabric a spacer strip because it's going to space the blocks out. I want to finish up with a 3-inch sashing here. So I'm cutting this piece 3.5 inches wide. I've got the wrong side facing up to me, so right sides to right sides. Now I'm going to go to the sewing machine and I'm going to sew this with a 1/4-inch seam down here. So as I said in the last episode, I don't use a 1/4-inch foot, I just move my needle over so that from the edge of my open toe foot to the edge of my open toe foot to my needle is going to be an exact 1/4 inch. We're just going to sew this on. And you note I'm not using any pins because I know this wadding is not going to stretch. I know if I was using other waddings, I would have to pin it quite, oops, my thread's caught up here. I would have to pin it quite extensively and I would have to expect that my wadding would stretch. But I know I'm not going to get any stretching. So just come on down, keeping that accurate 1/4-inch seam. Once we finish this, we'll join the other block to the other side. We'll do 2 pairs. So there's the first piece on. Now we'll pick up the next block. We'll do the same thing, lining up the edges, sewing our 1/4-inch seam. Just making sure that I've got those blocks level because we've got that little bit of extra in the length of our spacer strip, so make sure you line everything up. And sew on down. Very simple procedure, but remember this is a spacer strip. It's spacing the blocks apart by the measurement that I want my sashing to be. So if I was going to put a 2.5-inch sashing in here, I'd be cutting my spacer strip 3 inches and making a 2.5-inch sashing. So there we have. So I do the same with the next 2 blocks, but we'll just concentrate on this at the moment. So there's our spacer strip in. So now what we're going to do is make sure you press this well so that the seams go into the spacer strip. Oops. Just give it and pull it out so that you've got no little tucks happening there. You get a nice flat surface. So now we're going to make our sashing, but we're going to have to make stars, one star in the sashing. I'll join these two together in a moment. So now for our sashing, I'm going to use white. So I've cut my sashing strip 6 inches wide. I've cut it just a little bit longer than my block size. I've then used the purple templates, the 3-inch piece sashing templates that we've designed and developed. I'm going to cut around the square and cut out 8 squares with this template. Now when we use this template, on the back we've put non-slip grips. They're built into the back of the template. So I would be at my cutting mat. I would have my strip of fabric. I put the template down on the strip of the fabric and I just cut around. Once I've cut 8 of those squares out, come back to, I use the sandpaper part of the board, because what we're going to do now is draw a line, a stitching line. So I love to use this little 1 inch by 10 inch ruler. I'm going to line it up on the point to point. Use your fabric marking pencil. Now if I was doing this on the tabletop, I could expect this fabric to stretch and my line may not stay straight. That's why I love to use the sandpaper. And we're going to draw a diagonal line. So we've got 2 for every sashing strip we cut, we have 2 of these. Same. Draw the line. Now we're going to sew these onto this white piece. So we're going to come and we're going to line up the right angle and we're going to stitch this line. So let's go back to the machine and do this. Make sure they line them up, but once again you don't have to pin, everything will sit there nicely for you. This mat makes such a difference. Just allows everything to sit there beautifully and stay where it should be. Stitch across. Now we'll come back to our cutting mat. This is why it's lovely to have all of this set up right where you're working. We're now going to flip this white bit back out of the road. I'm going to use the little ruler and I'm going to, from that stitching line out, I'm going to allow 1/4 inch and cut. Just cutting the green off. I'm not cutting the white because if something went wrong with my measurement here, I'm still going to keep that right angle corner to where I should have it. Just turn this back over. We'll press this one. Just press it nice and flat. So you can notice it's a tiny bit out here, but I'm still going to use the edge of the white as my true right angle. Now I'm going to put this one on here, line up the corners, come back and stitch. So it's a very easy process. On the line again. If you run off the line a little bit, it won't matter, as I've just done. Back to the cutting board. Fold this back. I like the little ruler because it's not too bulky, it just sits there nicely for me. Trim off. Then press. So there is the start of our star. So we're going to do that on 4 of our sashing strips. So repeat that 4 times. Then we're going to now fold this and we're going to put it through the 3-inch Sasher tool. I just need to grab that out of my drawer. Should have had it ready, but they're always on hand. So the 3-inch Sasher tool, fold in and in. You can find the centre first if you like, because it's important that we get this centred. Find the centre, fold this in and in on both sides. Now you could possibly fold that yourself all the way down, but you may not get it accurate, and we need it to be accurate. So we'll press the first couple of inches. Then we're going to put it into the Sasher tool, up and back down. Then I like to pin with the double fork pin, that twin pin that a lot of people know that I love to use, if I can get it out of my board, that is. There we go. Pin in so that each side of the pin catches each side of the fabric to put equal tension on it. Like so. Then with our iron, just do it this way, put the iron against it and just slowly press. So this will fold everything over nice and neat for you and give you perfect points for your sashing. Oops, there we go. So there's our sashing made. And there's our star point. And you see they end up even here. Even though I was a little bit off with my stitching, keeping that white corner on your sashing makes it just sit perfectly. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to cut a piece of our same wadding that we've used in the blocks, but we need to make it a little bit narrower than this space here, because we've got this nice crease line down there. We don't want to lose that measurement. We want to keep it equal. So I cut the wadding 2 7/8. So it's just that 1/8 of an inch narrower than our sashing. So you can see the nice crease lines we've got. Get rid of that bit of fabric. Thread. Lay this in here. Fold back over. I'm not going to distort that nice crease line that we've got. And we just press that wadding into, pull it in so it meets in the middle. That makes that wadding fit in there nice and snug. And there we have our sashing completed. And the next thing we do, you see how it's nice, filled it out nicely. We come back to the blocks, like so. And now we're going to use the Roxanne glue baste it. We're just going to put little dots of glue down on each side, and we're going to glue the sashing over that. So this is the glue that I'm going to use, the Roxanne glue baste it. I use the little nozzle. Get rid of that bit off there. And we're just going to put little dots of glue along right on that stitching line. You may not be able to see that, but I want the glue to sit right on the stitching line, because I want the edge of the sashing to line up right on that stitching. And we'll do, oops, a little bit too much there. Same up this side. And then we just put this over so it lines up right on that stitching line. Then with your hot iron, press. I'm only pressing this side to start with. I want to press it really close to the edge. Now you can try pinning this on, but you'll find, like I have, if I pin and when I start stitching this sashing down, I'm going to get a lot of distortion. But by gluing it, it just sits there perfect for me and I get no problems. Now I'm going to pull this side out so it all lines up, so the edge of the sashing strip is right on that stitching line. Push out to that stitching line. You get it all there. And these little tips are what make this look really, really, a really clean, neat finish. Okay, so there's our sashing. How easy is that? So you're going to repeat with these 2 blocks the same. Then when you're going to have that one on there, you're going to join 1 spacer strip across here. So you'll need to measure this. If this measures 28 inches, cut your spacer strip about 28.5 inches. Join the 2 rows of blocks together. Then we're going to use the rectangle to cut out our feature of a star, which will be the centre. We then have 2 more of these made, and we're just simply going to join this onto here. Now I'm going to sew from this white side, because what I want to do is sew right through that X mark, right where those 2 stitching lines intersect, right through here. So I'm just going to sew that now. And then we'll join the other piece on the other end. And just find my scissors. There's the first bit on. Now we'll join the next bit. Once again, have that X mark facing up to you and stitch across. Then we put this piece through the Sasher tool. And this is where you'll see it's a big advantage when you've got a big long piece to put through. So we need to press our seams into the centre. Press them in. Press in. Turn over and just make sure you've got it right there. Now we're going to put that through the Sasher tool. Once again, find your middle. Fold in and in on both sides. Start it off, pop it into the tool. Once again, we'll pin. Fold it over so it's sitting nicely together, and then press with the iron. So it just slides down there. When we get to this intersection, let me bring this back here a bit, unpin, come down and pin close to where your Sasher tool is. Line up these 2 bits and keep pushing through. Now this is where you may get a better push with the iron if you, instead of pushing the iron against it, tap the iron. Tap it over those intersections. Oops. And it will come across perfectly for you. So you can see there where it's come across, and it's come across this one. So you just keep working down till you get it done, and then we're going to put it together. And our next lesson is all going to be about putting the quilting design on and start the quilting process, which is really, really easy. I'll be at the machine a fair bit of that one. So come back and join us for episode 3, and you'll see me putting this sashing over the spacer strip, and how we then put that lovely quilting design on and quilt it. Then you could keep making more and more blocks, and I'll show you a finished quilt, and I think you'll like it. So join us in the next episode for the final reveal of our star. So bye for now.